Humans have had many quandaries about the universe. This wonder has gotten us to realize our true origin. But how did it all happen? How did these tiny particles end up creating us? How did they end up creating our species? In order to understand this, we have to go back 14 billion years. Back to where our solar system began. It all started with what scientists commonly refer to as the Big Bang. With the event of the Big Bang, the fabric of space itself began to coalesce and expand, while simultaneously stretching space. It's like, for instance, if you had a ball of glass that blows into the wind.
Imagine this old prison in Rio is a dying star like Betelgeuse. Out there is the bright surface shining off into space. As I descend deeper and deeper into the prison, the conditions would become hotter and hotter and denser until down there in the heart of the star is the core, and it's in there that all the ingredients of life are made. Deep in its core, the star is fighting a futile battle against its own gravity. As it desperately tries to stop itself collapsing under its own weight, new elements are made in a sequence of separate stages. Stage 1 is while there is still a supply of hydrogen to burn. Until, at 100 million degrees, stage 2 starts, and helium nuclei begin to fuse together. Helium fusion does two things. Firstly, more energy is released, and so the collapse is halted. But secondly, two more elements are produced in that process. Carbon, oxygen, two elements vital for life. So this is where all the carbon in the universe comes from. You know, every atom of carbon in my hand, every atom of carbon in every living thing on the planet was produced in the heart of a dying star.
Next we have stage 3. After this single star has already forged the principal elements of life, carbon fuses into elements like magnesium, neon, sodium, and many more. The core continues to collapse. Each stage creates more elements, each stage being hotter and shorter than the last. Eventually, in the final stage, the heart of the star is transformed into almost pure iron, and it has run out of fuel, and hence the end of its life. The radiation continues, but since there is no more fuel, the core begins to expand until finally,
then it can no longer release energy through fusion reactions. And then there's only one thing that can happen. In about the same amount of time it takes this prism block to crumble, the entire star falls in on itself.
Since the Big Bang is just a theory, and nothing has been proven, we hypothesize that the Big Bang was similar to the death of a giant star. But what triggered that? I guess we'll leave that to the scientists to figure out. Thanks for watching. Stay classy next time.